Selling your home is not free, unfortunately. Real estate transactions are a big deal, and there are quite a few costs incurred in the process to make sure the job gets done right. I'm going to break down what those are and how to figure out how much money is going to end up in your pocket after the transaction is said and done. When you get an offer on your home, it's your agent's job to explain to you how much money you're going to get after everything is paid and the sale is done. First of all, what you need to worry about is your mortgage payoff. Obviously, you don't have one if you have entirely paid off your mortgage. Congratulations, that's amazing. But if you are still making mortgage payments, if you still owe money on your home, you need to pay that off before the title can transfer to the new buyer. So in this scenario, we're gonna say you got a $250,000 offer and you still have $150,000 left to pay to the bank or whoever owns your mortgage. This is pretty common for what I've seen. Houses in this price point, it's pretty good actually, $100,000 in equity in your home. That's something to be really excited about. Another fee you'll have is realtor services. If you choose to hire a realtor, this is always fully negotiable. In the Des Moines market, it typically runs anywhere from 6 to 7% based on what the realtor is offering, what they're going to do for you, and how experienced they are. This, in this scenario, is going to be about $18,000. Next cost on here is prorated taxes. I'm going to put a link up here or here, I don't know where it goes, to a video explaining that in more detail because taxes are really confusing in Iowa when it comes to transferring property ownership. But check that out if you want to know more. In this scenario, if you are selling your house and closing on February 1st, your taxes that you have to provide to the buyer would be about $4,700. Check out that video if you want to know more about that. Abstracting. This is where you basically hire someone to legally prove to your buyers that you fully own the property and that nobody else has any ownership interest in it. So there couldn't be any surprises down the road with your, I don't know, second cousin or your dead great-grandfather's nephew who comes around and says, hey, I have ownership in this. You want to make sure that doesn't happen. Your buyers really need to know that doesn't happen. That's going to cost about $440. It can be more or less. I've seen it up in the thousands. I've seen it down to like $200 before. Revenue stamps, it's just another way for the government to tax you. It is taxes on legal documents. They're going to be $1.60 for every $1,000 of value that you're selling your home for. In this case, that's $400. You have your termite inspection. Most lenders are going to require that, and in Iowa, it's standard for that to be paid by you, the seller. You have your deed preparation. That is when you hire the attorney or whoever you're using to close to prepare the legal document that officially transfers ownership from you to the buyer. And then lastly, you have your property settlement fee. And what this is you're just paying the title company for their services in making sure that everything is done correctly and that everything gets recorded at the county's office that you are no longer the owner and that the new buyer is. Down here too, we have the tax escrow return. This is important because this tax number right here is pretty big. It's kind of concerning to see, but if you are making mortgage payments, chances are you're putting money every month into an escrow account to be used to pay your taxes when they are due. So in this scenario, it's always different. I'm going to say a number that you can kind of assume if your prorated tax amount is this much would be $3,900 that you're going to get back in check form after your home closes. And then this final magic number here that we have, which is the check that you will receive after your home closes, is $80,000 into your pocket. And that's how that works. I have this spreadsheet I prefer to use. It's a little less official, but it shows. So this green here is how much of your final sale price you're getting to keep. I'll move my mouse off of there. The blue is for your realtor services, and then the orange is for the other closing costs, including your mortgage payoff, which is that big cost accounting for most of that. And keep in mind too, this is all just an example. Everyone's circumstances are vastly different when it comes to stuff like this. So if you have questions about your situation in particular, give me a call. Thank you.